The last time Bayern Munich beat Real Madrid in the Champions League was 2012. Since then, they've met 8 times without a single win for Bayern. 8 times. That's not just a bad run of form against an opponent. That's a psychological wall. And Bayern Munich are facing a wall. But the truth be told, they've been the best team in Europe this season. They are relentless, they are clinical, and they are dominant. Bayern Munich are a team to reckon with. They've only lost 1 match in Bundesliga all season and 1 match in the Champions League. They are a team of class. But this match against Real Madrid has history stacked against them. And it's going to be difficult. Welcome to Crits Football. In this video, we'll be previewing the Champions League quarter-final matches. Please like, follow and subscribe to Crits Football for football content. Let's jump right into the video. This is where the Champions League gets real. No more easy draws. No more second chances. This is where legacies are either built or shattered. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich is definitely the biggest one. And I am so looking forward to it. It's going to be an entertaining match of football. And not just a football match. It's history versus reality. On one side, we have Real Madrid, the kings of the competition. They've won it more times than any other team. And on the other side, we have Bayern Munich, arguably the best team in Europe this season. Now, here's the juicy part. Bayern just turned around a 2-goal deficit in their last match against Freiburg. And that's not just form, it's mentality. They are a team with elite mentality. They know what it takes to win football matches. The team has been brilliant all season. From attack to transitions to defense, they have everything. They have some of the best players in the world. In fact, if you were to pick the team of the Champions League this season so far, I'm pretty sure that half of that team would be Bayern Munich players. They've been fantastic all season. They've scored 32 goals in the competition. Only PSG has scored more goals than Bayern Munich. On their day, they can blow any team apart. And the match against Real Madrid is where it gets uncomfortable for them. History is against them. The last time they beat Real Madrid in the Champions League was 2012. And they won that match on penalty after 2-1 wins by each team. Since then, they faced Madrid 8 times and not a single win. But of course, this Bayern Munich team is built different. They have maintained their spark all season long. And Real Madrid, they are coming off a huge statement, beating Manchester City twice, home and away. But then they lost to Mallorca in the La Liga, and they might have handed over the La Liga to Barcelona. So they know that there's all to play for in the Champions League, but they have some inconsistency. But we know that the Champions League is Real Madrid's tournament. This tie is going to be chaos. Goals, momentum shifts, and big moments. And we are all for it. My take is Bayern will be the better team in both legs. But the real question is, will history strike again? Now let's talk about the other tie. It might not look big, but it could get very ugly. Sporting versus Arsenal, with Arsenal traveling in the first leg and then playing at the Emirates for the second leg. Sporting are coming into this one full of confidence. They just pulled off a 5-0 win over Bodo Glimt, overturning a 3-0 deficit in the first leg. Sporting were absolutely brilliant in their first half against Bodo and even in the second half. Sporting are great. In their last 2 matches in their domestic league, they've scored 4 goals in each one. So they know what it takes. They know what to do in attack. And they are going to give Arsenal a run for their money. Now let's talk about Arsenal. Poof. They've been poor. Knocked out of 2 domestic cups competitions. one against Manchester City at Wembley, and the other against Championship side Southampton. They've been terrible. And for Arsenal fans, it's not just about the losses. You can lose a football match, but it's the manner in which they've lost the matches. No energy, no fight, no urgency. And unfortunately, we've seen this many times before. Arsenal fading away at the tail end of the season. This is what Arsenal do. They fade away. Their build-up play sluggish, slow, painful to watch. Sideway passes, no creativity, players just standing still. Now here's the twist. This is a big game for Victor Gyökeres, who is one of the fewer Arsenal players who is still actually performing. And he's coming up against his former club where he scored 97 goals in 102 games. If Sporting stay aggressive, if they attack with intent, they win this tie. Because right now, Arsenal don't have it in them. Except something changes. So I'm giving this one to Sporting. PSG versus Liverpool. This one I'll keep it simple. PSG win. And they win comfortably. Liverpool right now, they look very weak. They were just trashed by Manchester City 4-0 in the FA Cup. Liverpool don't have anything to offer. PSG are taking this one very serious. League One literally just postponed their match against Lens so that they can fully focus on preparing for Liverpool. So they are fresh, they have energy, they are focused, they are dangerous, and of course, they have players that are very dangerous. There's no debate here. Liverpool lose this one and they lose heavy. And maybe it might be time for Ancelotti to pack his load. And finally, Barcelona versus Atlético Madrid. Oh my goodness, this one is going to be exciting. May nothing steal your joy, because this is going to be, I think, the most entertaining tie of all the ties. A proper rivalry match. Barcelona versus Atlético Madrid. These two, they don't just play football, they go to war. Barcelona just beat Atlético Madrid 2-1 in La Liga, but Atlético Madrid already knocked them out of the Copa del Rey, winning 4-3 on aggregate. Barcelona could not overturn that first big defeat, 4-0 in the first leg, and then they won 3-0 at the Camp Nou. Barcelona could not overturn that 4-goal deficit. So it's going to be in their heads. There's history, there's tension in this one, and there's going to be bad blood. But I think this is another moment for Lamine Yamal to shine. I think Rafinha is injured. Marcus Rashford needs to step up. But here's the problem. These teams know each other too well. Every weakness, every pattern, every style of play, they are familiar with each other. They've met several times this season already. But if I had to call it, I would say Barcelona edged this one, and they can finish the job. They can make it happen. They can go through to the semi-final, where they will probably meet Sporting or Arsenal. So that's my take. There you have it. Bayern beat Real Madrid, but history says no. Let's see how that one turns out. Sporting ready to expose Arsenal. Arsenal are not on fire except something changes. I see Sporting going through. I know it might not look like that on paper, but Sporting have momentum, and I think they will go through. PSG to dominate Liverpool, no questions asked about that one. Barcelona to edge a war against Atletico, and I see them going through. Agree, disagree, because I know some of you will not agree with some of my take on these matches. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more football content. It will definitely help me out. Drop your predictions and let's see who gets exposed when the game kicks off. Thank you so much for listening to Crit Football. I'll see you again next time. Peace out.